What is up, my friends? Listen, today we have a freaking crazy episode going on. We just have a lot to talk about. A lot freaking happened. The freaking Twitterverse was on fire this week. So we're going to get straight into the topics. But welcome to episode numero 6, episode number 6 of the T3 podcast. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these. I'm actually enjoying making them a lot, to be honest. But we're going to start off by talking about Adin going to a gender reveal and just blessing a bunch of people. Video starts off him giving away cars and a freaking watch. Automatically, I'm like, oh, it's going to be one of those types of videos. If it wasn't Adin, I would have been like, this guy's, dropping in rating. He has to make this video where he gives away a bunch of shit just because those videos tend to do really well. If it wasn't Adin. But then I also remember back in the day, if you've been watching Adin, he's been saying that for a long time that he wants to make these kinds of videos. He wants to make the kinds of video where he goes out and just blesses people with random cars, random money, and see what happens. Like, that's literally what he's been saying for a while. So he goes to this gender reveal after the freaking giveaway of cars. By the way, when he gave away the cars, he gave like one of the cameramen like a pity watch. Let me tell you something. Give me the pity watch. I will be happy as fuck. Okay, give me the pity watch. I ain't complaining. The thing is, though, it was just funny to see because I seen him give away this watch, and immediately my mind goes, oh, he gave this guy a car, gave that guy a car. This random guy is just standing there. He doesn't want to leave him out, right? So, hey, here's a watch. Now, that being said, it was a freaking expensive-ass watch, but, like, it looked like he went upstairs like, what do I have? What can I give him? Here you go, take that. Even the old man that they like hired to say like 3 words, literally he said like 3 words. I was thinking, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be like some funny video. It's gonna be like a good 2-3 minute segment. No, this thing was like a 30. This guy said like 2 freaking words and got paid 60 fucking racks, $60,000, bro. He even cut out the moment where he was gonna say some stuff about his life and everything that's been going on with him and all that. I don't know why he cut it out. That move to me kind of seemed like that was a power play. Not a power play. It seemed to me like that was like a move, like a calculated move to be like, hey guys, I'm actually not this guy. I'm not the guy who's doing this for the views. Like, I don't even care. The pity probably would have got me more views, but I'm not that guy, so I'm just going to cut this out. But I'm really vain, and when I see these kinds of videos, immediately I think of these things. The only person that I see these kinds of videos and I don't think of these things is Mr. Beast. And the reason why is because he's done it so much that I'm like, I know he's actually going negative in some of his videos and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't see it as like, okay, Mr. Beast is trying to make money. And also, Mr. Beast does things that's so crazy, so giant that I'm like, these people, even if it was because he wants the video to blow up, they don't give a fuck. Now, when he actually started giving away the money at the gender reveal, it was extremely awkward for me. It was kind of cringe to watch. Like, I was really like, bro, this is so weird. Like, I get it. You're at your best friend's gender reveal or one of your friend's gender reveals, and you want to bless his family because it's obviously his family. It's not like you went to some random gender reveal and just giving out money. But at the same time, it's like you just see these people. They're just chilling. All of a sudden, he goes, "Hey, here's 10 racks for you. Here's 10,000. Take that." And then they're like, what the fuck do I do? And I know it's because they have a camera in their face that they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. But at the end of the day, like, it felt cringe. It felt cringe to me. But again, at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck cares? Like, these people are getting 10 racks. They probably got problems. Some of them said, like, you don't know what this is going to do for me, whatever. So, like, it's helping them. They're happy. So who the fuck gives a shit if it's for the views or for not, right? If the people are happy and they're willing to be on a video, fuck it. That's literally the tip of the iceberg of the shit that happened this week, okay? The biggest thing, the biggest topic that we have right now that happened is the whole Nick Mercs situation. Nick Mercs made a very simple comment. I think a very tame, very simple comment that actually, in my opinion, is a little right. He's a little right, you know what I mean? Sorry, YouTube, but I know I'm gonna get fucking bombarded for this shit. But here's the thing. All he said was, leave the kids alone. Maybe the tweet that he said it under is what got people annoyed, right? Maybe because, like, it's a tweet that is showing, like, somebody fought it. Or I forgot what the tweet was, but it was, like, some kind of physical assault or damage or something that was done to like an LGBTQ rally or something like that. And under there, he said maybe they should leave the kids alone. Maybe that's what got people irritated. See, this whole week, I've been like, I agree with the statement, right? But then I'm trying to see, like, why is everybody so outraged? Why is everybody so mad? Like, what is going on? and I'm listening and I'm watching videos and I'm trying to understand. And in reality, all I'm hearing is a bunch of bullshit from both sides. Like, it's like, bro, it was a simple statement. He didn't even elaborate. I'm happy that he doubled down on it though, because I'm happy that he felt that way and he said, "Hey man, this is my beliefs. Like, I don't give a fuck about what anybody else is saying. This is how I feel and this is how I feel. I don't care if I lose money, I don't care if nothing." Cuz when people flip, that's what makes me go, "All right, like that's fucking weird." You know what I mean? If you have a belief or you feel some way and you accept the consequences, that's more of a man to me than anything else. Like somebody who, like for example, the Tim the Tatman shit, that to me, that whole little fucking mini series, the side shit that he was doing, that right there was like, that's fake as fuck. Because to me, that's like, all right, your boy, he's a man. He's doubling down on his stance. You probably feel the same fucking way. And if you don't, you didn't have to fucking comment at all. Right? Instead, you do this kind of like half ass, like I'm gonna stay in the middle type shit where like I don't wanna do him wrong, but I'm also like not trying to lose my shit with these people. Like, hey, sorry, blah blah. That's why the whole like Joe Rogan crew, I fuck with them. I fuck with them heavy. Because Joe Rogan had a whole moment, right? And you have Bert Kreischer who's like, hey man, I don't agree with what he said, but I'm standing by him because that's my friend. So fuck all y'all. That's all he had to say. This dude sitting there doing this weird ass, like, oh man, like I love him and everything, but like all I'm gonna say is that I love, like, shut the fuck up. And then after he got all the backlash from people, he wants to come back and flip and go, hey guys, like, I feel bad that, no, the fuck you didn't. If you felt bad, like, whatever. Either way, he felt bad that he got caught. What's that Rihanna song? But bro, again, like I was saying, he didn't say some shit that was crazy. He literally just said, hey, leave the kids alone. And literally the first episode, and I'm gonna say literally 100 times, because when I'm passionate about a topic, I just say literally, 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 literally. The first episode that we had of this podcast, I said, hey, we have to have a nuanced conversation. Like, you could be accepting to a point, and then at some point, you're just like, okay, I like up to this point right here, like past this, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, and my point of view of everything is very, very, very simple. And I still get kind of challenged by some people once in a while. And it's like, hey man, there's no hate in my heart. And that's why when Nick Merck says, hey, there's no hate in my heart, and then other people are calling him a bigot, I'm like, oh my God, nobody knows what the word bigot means. This is the definition of a bigot. And this is why I said nobody knows what the fuck the definition of a bigot is. Take a time to pause the fucking video and read this shit, okay? Now here's the thing. He has a fucking opinion that these people do not agree with, that many other people have an opinion about, and they immediately call him a bigot. Imagine not wanting to hear whatsoever what he's saying, right? So you're being unreasonable. And you're just like, fuck your opinion. That one thing you said is all we need to know. That means that you officially fall under this category of person, and that's it. No matter what he says, it doesn't matter. That's who he is from now on for the rest of his life. Doesn't that sound really bigoted of you to do? So yeah, my point is people are around using this word, throwing it around like everything, like they don't even know what the fuck it means, and just throwing this shit around, right? Being bigots while using the fucking word. And the crazy part is the people that are like against them, like heavy against them, they don't have fucking kids. A lot of these people are never gonna have kids, right? Because they chose to do that to themselves. They're never gonna have kids, maybe if they adopt. But like right now at this very moment, a lot of them don't have fucking kids. This guy's coming from a parent's perspective. He's talking from a parent's perspective. So again, that nuanced conversation, right? Like my opinion, everybody can go do whatever the fuck they want. Be whoever the fuck you want to be, do whatever the fuck you want to be. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're happy, good for you. Everybody deserves to be happy. I don't get the right to infringe on your happiness. I don't get the right to tell you anything about how you want to be or who you want to be or whatever. Fine. You also don't get the right to come and tell me what to do with my life, how to do whatever, like how to raise my kids. None of that. Fuck that. If I don't get to tell you what to do, you don't get to tell me what the fuck to do. That's all he's fucking saying. This is my fucking kid. I don't want you coming to my kid trying to fucking talk to them about this, do this, tell them this, do whatever the fuck. That's my fucking child. I want to do that. I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion about, oh, if you don't teach the kids early, da da da. Fuck you, okay? That's as easy and simple as I can put it. Fuck you. This is my child. I want to raise him however the fuck I want to raise him. Obviously, I'm not going to raise my kid to hate anybody. I'm not going to raise my kid to be a bully. But you don't also get to tell my kid whatever shit that. Bro, why the fuck does a child need to learn about sexual activities? I'll just say it like that. In a fucking school library when he's 7. That's what he's talking about when he says leave the kids alone. Okay? Why do we have fucking weird ass people going to like children's libraries and like shaking their ass in front of kids? And then you have weird ass fucking parents in the background clapping. Like, yeah, that's fucking strange. Keep that shit away from my child. That's what he's saying. That's a fucking normal thing to do. People who have daughters, 7-year-old daughters, are now going to the bathroom in some states, going to the bathroom with people who have dicks. That is also fucking weird. Like, that's what he's saying. That is what he's saying. Leave the fucking kids alone. That is a normal fucking thing, especially for somebody who has a fucking kid. I'm just glad that people are out here and there's like a 50-50 debate now. Okay, because like I said, I also see the other side where like I'm seeing these weird people taking this moment of like Nick Mercs or whatever to go and just spread a bunch of hate. Just saying the most, and this is it, ready for this? The right way to use the words, the most bigoted things. But on the other side, I'm glad that we have a conversation behind it, right? It's actually people on both sides going, hey, he's wrong. People on the other side going, no, he's right. Or people on one side just going, who the fuck gives a shit? Why is Call of Duty pretending like they're the ones who get to decide what people talk about or what people's opinions are? So the same way that I no longer really have too much respect for Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect gets all the fucking respect in the world. Because clearly he shares the same ideals and he goes, fuck Call of Duty. I'm done with it. That's the worst COD ever, but hey, it's the fucking thought that counts. And in other news, bro, you have the fucking weirdest people in Hollywood, bro. Like Grace Van Dien should not be in the fucking conversation. I have no idea why she's sitting in this conversation right now talking shit about, again, another, like, she does not understand. This is your fucking clan. This is your organization, and you just keep talking shit about the people who are in it, bro. Like, is that smart of you to do? All in all, man, everybody has the right to be fucking happy. I hope everybody's happy. Enjoy your fucking life. Just stay the fuck away from me. Don't bother me. I won't bother you. That's how everybody should really live their life. But shit doesn't stop there, though. Okay? Shit doesn't stop there. Let me tell you something about fucking, and I know this is gonna be like, what? We're talking about this now, bro? Feminism? Feminism gotta be the most fucking strangest shit in the world, okay? Let me tell you something. I've been seeing this clip go around the world lately, literally all over the fucking globe. That shit probably has like 40 million views. Everybody fucking seen it, okay? And it's these people talking about how they're taking men and they're making them feminine, and they're taking women and they're making them masculine by celebrating this stuff, right? Like a woman who says she wants to be a stay-at-home mom gets like literally they get shamed. They get called lazy, shit like that, because they don't want to work and they want to be a stay-at-home mom. But that, like, imagine raising kids. Imagine that being called lazy, bro. Like, listen, I stay with my kid maybe once a week, maybe twice a week for like 3 hours by myself while I allow my girl to go do whatever the fuck she wants, right? So she can have her time off, her break, whatever. She's with him all the fucking time. And in those 3 hours, I'm like, God, I don't know how she does this. And he's only 11 months. He's not even moving that much. But he just wants to do this. He wants to do that. He wants to touch this and this, that, da 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 da. Imagine calling that fucking lazy, bro. Then you have like masculine women who are boss women, right? But the moment a man shows his masculinity and wants to be a boss, all of a sudden that's toxic. It's crazy. All that just to give, like, put it into perspective what we're about to talk about. It's kind of weird because this is a very deep conversation that I just had, and I'm gonna tie it into like, hey, Blueface's baby moms is getting dragged all through the internet. But the reason I'm bringing in the feminist side of things is because, like, why are you guys dragging this poor? I thought everybody was supposed to be pro women. I thought we don't shame women. I thought we don't body shame women. This poor girl is being dragged all over the internet, being called ugly, being called this, being called that, just because Blueface likes her more than he likes Krishan Rock. And I think this is a moment for women to like understand the difference between a girl who actually cares for her man, probably makes him happy, versus a girl who thinks it's funny to be shaking her ass all over the place, drinking, and then literally saying like, yeah, I beat his ass. I don't understand what's so hard to understand about it. Krishan Rock literally is always beating him down. Apparently they cheat on each other all the fucking time. I thought it was all just for show. It never made sense that they were together. Right? It was like the most toxic relationship on the fucking planet. Literally a month ago, y'all were saying it was the most toxic relationship on the fucking planet. A month later, you realize, oh, he doesn't even like her. He likes another girl. All of a sudden, he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy for not wanting to be in a toxic relationship. Like, I get it. They have a kid. Like, no matter what, he has to support. He's begging her for fucking an A word. But at the same time, it's like, if she doesn't do it, he just has to man up and take care of the kid. But that doesn't mean he has to like her. That doesn't mean he has to be with her, right? He just has to respect her when the child's around and do what he has to do for the child. That's it. Meanwhile, the other girl probably rubs his feet when he's home. Probably, like, bro, clearly she makes him happy. While Krishan Rock is like, it's not that hard to understand, bro. You have one woman who's extremely toxic, makes your day difficult, and another woman who probably makes you happy and rubs your feet and makes you food and all this, and they knew each other for a long ass time. It's not that hard to understand, girls. Women, like, come on. You make your man happy, he stays with you. You're a toxic piece of shit, he doesn't want to be with you. And I'm not calling Krishan Rock a toxic piece of shit. I'm just saying in general. Like, if you're a toxic piece of shit, your relationship is going to fail. And it's like, it's so fucking strange because she has a man. And a lot of the fucking comments that are being said online are women going, she looked like a man. Meanwhile, y'all don't fucking have a man. Let me tell y'all something. I love moments like this. Those three topics right there were really something that I felt like I wanted to talk about, because the Adin topic showed me a little bit about myself, right? It showed me like, hey man, no matter what, like when you see even good shit, for whatever reason, you like gravitate towards the negative. Maybe you should stop that. Maybe you should like glass half full type of guy. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that makes you gravitate towards the negative all of a sudden? So even though like it's kind of a dumb little topic, it was for me it actually meant something. For me it meant something. You know what I mean? The more I talk, the more I understand, the more these topics keep getting brought back up, the more I like go back and think about the way I feel about the topics that we're talking about. The more and more and more I feel like, hey man, this fucking podcasting shit might actually change my life. Like, it might actually make me a smarter person. It might actually make me think about the shit that's going around and happening around me, and actually become like, have my worldview, not see things through some other person's lens, which I really feel like is what's happening now, where like somebody just kind of decides, I'm a part of this group, and now from now on, like, this is my group, so I have to just, whatever they say is what goes. I feel like now, lately, I've been like somewhere in the middle, politically, somewhere in the middle, even like in general in life, like somewhere in the middle. Like, I'm never like hearing somebody's thought and going, yep, that's my idea. From now on, that's my belief. Getting used to the camera, getting used to talking. I'm stuttering a little bit. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, I'm having these issues with like vocalizing what I'm trying to say, but I'm getting better and better and better at it, and I feel like that's just because of practice. This is only number 6, so that means I probably have like 7 hours worth of podcasting. So when I get to that 10,000 hours, I'll be a lot clearer. I'll be way better. 10,000 hours is like 10,000 episodes. God, fuck. But you know what I mean. The topics I'm choosing are things that I really care about. There was a bunch of shit that I had on the list that I took out because I'm like, this one doesn't really matter to me. I'm kind of putting it there as a placeholder. Let me take it out, because if I start talking about this, it's gonna be some bullshit. So let me just take it out. I'm just trying to become a better speaker, and there's only one way to do that, and that's to speak. So this is really helping me. I'm still trying to figure out the editing part a little bit. Like, even with the schedule that I have, it's still sometimes a little hard. I'm trying to figure out like how fast do I want to upload the full videos. I was doing them intermittently. Like, I was doing like one video the day after, wait a day, another video, wait a day, another video, and then in between posting shorts. This time I did like all videos and then shorts at the end. I think that way is the better way to do it. But I will say I'm enjoying it no matter fucking what. It's just fun in general. I really am enjoying podcasting. The grind is what's the most fun, like trying to figure out the placements of the videos, like which clip I think is gonna do the best, seeing them fail, seeing them blow up, seeing the video itself. Like I posted a short form video about Andrew Tate that got like 250 views in like an hour. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. It's sitting at like 258, so YouTube probably was like, pop, no more Andrew Tate. But no matter what, like I'm seeing the clips and I'm trying to figure out what's the best, and that's really, really fun for me. It's like a little puzzle that I'm trying to solve. And these are just me talking. Like it's just me speaking right now. What I really want is once I move out of this apartment, which I'm trying to, I want to just get like a little section in the house where I can set up like a couch or something where it could be me and a friend, and then we can do these always. I'm always gonna do these, but at the same time, always have a little backup with me and a friend chilling. We just talking shit, blah blah. You know what I mean? Just vibes, just vibes. I might do the first one in this room, to be honest. I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm really excited to do like interview type videos or just like chill out type videos where you just like have a bunch of topics like this and we just talk about it together. Me and a couple people. I'm seeing a slow progression in my shit too. Like, and by shit, I'm sorry. I mean my podcast. Like, I'm seeing my first one got like 30. My next one got like 15. The one after that got like 18. The one after that got like 28. The one after that got like 32. You know what I mean? Like, views I'm talking about. And then on my Spotify account, like the first one got one, the first one got another one, the other one got two, and the other one got like I'm seeing it slowly progress and grow, and it's fun. I'm only 6 episodes in. I'm really not expecting any kind of real growth until like episode 100 probably, but it's still fun to see the incremental growth. It's kind of like my gym journey, to be honest. Actually, I gotta give you guys an update on that, but it's kind of like that where like I'm just seeing slow growth and it's fun. It's fun to know like, oh, I got a lot more to go, but I got something that I'm working towards. It's good for the mind. Even though, to be honest, for the gym, I almost stopped. I almost had one of those moments where I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. I don't feel like going anymore. Nothing's happening anyways. Because like, look, my arm hasn't grown, right? Like it hasn't grown like upward, right? And I didn't realize like, hey man, yeah, it didn't grow upward, but it grew downward. My point is this. I was looking at my arm and it's getting fuller and everything, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like anything's happening. I'm eating well. I'm going to the gym 4 times a week. I'm really busting my ass. Like, what's happening? Like, why am I not growing, right? Like, why don't I look like I want to yet? I watched the video and all of a sudden it put it into perspective. Like, by 6 months, like, people will really see, like, your growth. But me, I'm at, like, 6 months now, and people are telling me, like, oh, bro, you've been going to the gym or whatever. But because I haven't seen like growth, I've been looking at myself every fucking day, so I'm not seeing like a big picture growth. It kind of was getting me down a little bit. But the only thing that saved me from being like, hey man, stop being a bitch, is that I brought a friend over with me to go do exercise, and he's a lot bigger than me, and I realized in that moment like, oh, like you're stronger than him. Not to say like he's super weak or nothing. It put it into perspective for me like, hey man, chill the fuck out. Like you're still getting stronger, and slowly but surely you'll get the build that you want. But you are in fact getting stronger. And once that happened, I was like, fuck it, we going into bulking season, and I decided I'm eating. I'm setting myself up to eat all the time. I bought mad stuff that's gonna make it easy for me to meal prep. It was great. I'm excited for it too because I know it's gonna be good for me. All I gotta say is it's fucking bulking season, baby. Like that little moment with my friend, it really put the energy back into me. Like today was a grueling workout. And I'm even gonna start taking cold showers because I don't have a cold plunge. But then people are like, hey man, you don't got a cold plunge, but you can still take cold showers in the morning. So I'm gonna start doing that to wake myself up and get ready for work, give myself some more energy. I'm just excited and I'm seeing a whole new lease on life. And all of this is happening while my son is about to fucking turn 1, bro. My son's about to turn 1, and it's crazy how fast that shit's happening. And what makes it super crazy is the fact that I remember like when my girl first started talking to me about having a child. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, I don't know. Not to her. To her, I was like, I think I'm ready. But financially, I thought I was ready. But mentally, I didn't realize I was definitely not ready mentally. We kept trying and we couldn't have one. So, we got a dog in order to like keep our spirits up a little bit, and that was Toby. And let me tell you something. That dog taught me patience because I never had a creature that needed me at all times to do everything for it, right? So like if I don't feed him, he doesn't eat. If I don't give him water, he doesn't drink. If I don't walk him, he can't get any exercise. And then to see the outcome of like, oh, you didn't walk him for a week, he's gonna go chew up this. Like you can't blame him. That's your fault. And oh my God, did Toby teach me patience? Was he difficult to handle when he was little, man? He would chew up everything. He would bark at everything. We had to bring him to training. Like it was tough. It was tough, but I did it. And now that Toby's like a normal dog, he chills with us. He's just a little tap, but he's chilling. You know what I mean? It's good enough that like, if I don't bring him out for a walk in a day, because I'm working or whatever, like he doesn't go crazy, right? Obviously, we still want to bring him on walks, but I'm just saying he doesn't fucking bug the fuck out. He's not barking at everything anymore. Um, it's like the reward that we reaped from being patient and like really dealing with him as a puppy. We can just see it. It's like unconditional love, right? And I'm seeing that with my child right now, where it's like he's about to turn 1, but man, when I open that door, he sees me, he smiles. It's like fuck, bro. You know what I mean? It's this feeling that you don't understand. It's this feeling that just it's like builds inside you, and it's just like I don't know. It like that Grinch thing where it's like his heart grew 3 sizes. Like I never like I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't understand it, and now 100%. 100%. Every time my son smiles at me, my heart grows 3 sizes. Like, and all I can think about is his safety. All I can think about is like his safety, bro. I've been having nightmares, not anymore, but like when he first was born, I had nightmares about like people coming into the house and me not being prepared. Like I have to get my gun license because I am scared. Okay, I want to be able to protect them no matter what the fuck comes our way, and hopefully I never have to use it. But like I want to have something there. You know, they say like, and bro, and this is coming from a person. This is what I mean by like I'm stuttering, but hopefully in the future I stop doing that. But this is coming from a person who was like all about gun control not too long ago. And now I have a kid and I'm like, man, I need one. You know, because there's a quote that says, like, it's better to have a gun and not need it than to need a gun and not have it. And that's all I think about, man. And even now, like, I'll wake up in the morning at like 3 in the morning, like, did I lock the door? And before, I was like, I don't give a fuck, and go back to sleep. Now I'm like, let me go check that shit. And then even if it's locked, I'm gonna unlock it and lock it again, bro. And that's one of those things where like I'm looking at the shit that Nick Merck said, and I'm like, man, if people had kids, they would understand. Because the child that I have is what made me change my view on gun control, right? Because now it's like, yeah, maybe we don't need all of that, but I still want to be able to have at least this to protect my family. You know what I mean? So maybe we don't need all the fucking crazy shit, but this simple thing right here, I think I can have this, you know? And it's crazy because I went the other route. Like I was trying to get like a fucking a paintball gun because they sell like metal pellets for paintball guns, so like you don't kill people, but they hurt, right? They sell pepper ball paintballs for paintball guns too, and I was trying to buy those, but it's weird because in my state you can't have none of that shit, but you can fucking get a real gun. It makes no fucking sense. Regardless, I need something to keep my kids safe. That's number one priority. That, and again, being coming from a Spanish household, right? Where like not for nothing, I love my culture, but we have this thing where like the kids are born and raised so that in old age their parents have somebody they can lean on. That's literally what kids are for in my culture. When you're older, you're supposed to take care of your parents. When you're older, you're supposed to give them all the money. When you're older, you're just supposed to make sure they're good. That's something you should do in general. But these kids are being born into these areas, into these circumstances where they don't have much, right? And like their parents are bringing them into this area or bringing them into this world, and it's like, oh, by the way, when you turn this age, like you have to take care of me from now on. Like that's what you're, and they're raised that way. Like they're told that, literally, they're told that. It's like everything you do in life is for me in the future. I don't have to do this, and it's not the right way to fucking raise a kid. And I was raised that way, and now I'm sitting here like I have a child. 100%. That is not what I am here for you. I'm gonna set you up so that you have an easier time setting yourself up for life. You know what I mean? Like it's like, for example, just making sure like, hey, you can save money when you get your first job, right? So then when you go to college, you have some kind of savings, right? Teaching him some financial information that he should know. Like, I was never taught that. So, like, I got my first job, I was paying bills. And even with the little money that I had, I was spending it. So it was like, and it wasn't a lot because most of it was going to pills. But I was never taught any of this information. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, you don't need to finance a car at 18. Get some beater, right? Or here's my car, my old car. I'll get a new one and finance it, and you use this one. And now you can just take your money, pay your insurance, and all the money you're saving from not having a finance car, put it in your bank account. Saving, like that mindset is what I want to instill in him. My point is, set them up. That's what's important for me. Safety and setting them up for success later in life. And I know we just talked about it a little bit, but this is where I'm going. Like, this is where I say, like, we need nuanced conversations, because somebody will hear me say things like, oh, leave my children alone, leave my child alone. And they'll say things like, oh, you're trying to keep your kid from this. You're going to teach him to be, the H word, phobic. You're going to teach him to be a phobic and blah, blah, blah. Bro, somebody told me I feel bad for your kid because I said something along the lines of like what Nick Merck said. And they said, oh, I feel bad for your kid because if he is this, then that means you're not going to love him. And it's like, man, I don't know what the fuck world you guys live in, right? Like, I'm not hiding my kid from these situations or from the like reality of life. Like, maybe he will meet this somebody like that one day and then come to me and ask me a question, and I'm gonna kindly express what it is that's going on, and then tell him like this person's no different than anybody else and you should treat them like everybody else. Like, all I'm saying is give me the fucking freedom to do that. And it's scary because, like I said, all I want is to the safety of my child and to set him up for success. And for me to be able to do that, I need to have control of his environment. I need to have control of everything he's learning, everything around him. I need to be able to decide what he learns, when he learns it, how he sees it, where he sees it. That should be my fucking decision. The government should not have any right anywhere whatsoever, because they do not give a fuck about my child. Okay, they see him as a social security number that they can sell to whoever the fuck and do whatever the fuck they want. You get what I'm saying? They see him as like a member of the country who can be put in jail and they can make some money. They see him as an opportunity to sell him some opioids and get him caught up. You get what I'm trying to say here, right? These are not conspiracy theories that we're talking about. So why the fuck are you guys allowing the government to decide things like, oh, yeah, we're gonna put these kinds of books and we're gonna put this into the curriculum? It is just a little scary. That's all I'm saying. Back in the day, I had sex ed in school, but my mom had to sign a fucking paper. Now they're saying, no, you don't get that choice. It's there. Oh, by the way, what I learned is fucking nothing compared to the shit that's going on now. That is why parents get irritated. Because the government is saying, oh, you don't have a choice. Then you have two fucking sides, bro. And this is where it's like, you either virtue signal on this side or you virtue signal on that side. And if you're not on either side, you're a bad person. And no matter what side you're on, if you're on the left side, the freaking right calls you a bad person. If you're on the right side, the left calls you, no matter what. Right? And it's like all different fucking topics. You can choose one. Who cares? Just pick one, bro. Whether it be the A word, right? Where like you don't want a child, or it could be the phobic word, right? Where like, oh, you don't want certain things here, or it could be whatever the fuck. Oh, maybe you didn't want to take a shot one day. You know what I mean? Like whatever the fuck the topic is, it's literally straight down the middle. You got to be here, or you're a bad person. You can't be somewhere like, oh, maybe I'm like more leaning towards here. Like, oh, if you're older, maybe you should take it. But if you're younger, you shouldn't. If you're young and healthy, you shouldn't. Or maybe you're like, oh, yeah, you should take it. But hey, the government should also be telling people to fucking take vitamin D and exercise. You know what I mean? Or like, just weird. Like, nobody has a nuanced conversation anymore. And everybody's just on this weird virtue signaling thing where it's like normal straight people have pronouns on in their fucking bio. That makes no fucking sense to me. Because here's the thing, right? The reason why I see somebody should put their pronouns in their bio is because they're actually transgender. They have an actual reason to put it there because they want me to know this is who I am. And if you can, please, this is what you should call me. Okay? As a nice person, I'll say, okay, I'll call you that. The thing is, if you're fucking straight, why do you have it? Besides to be like, oh, I'm an ally, look at me, yeah. And I personally, if I was a part of this group, I'd be like, okay, that guy right there, he's fucking weird. Like, I don't need somebody pitying or virtue signaling for me. You know, and each side has this weird fucking wokeism, this weird fuck. All of them are, every side is woke now. Like, that word is no longer it doesn't have any fucking meaning anymore. Like, it's literally just a random word. It's like the word bigot. It's like the word misogyn. Like, nobody really understands what the fuck it means, and everybody's just saying it because it's a hot button word that they can throw at somebody. The only thing that I'm happy about, right, is that for the longest time, it was the fucking loud minority that was speaking, okay? And I'm not talking about any specific group. I'm talking about in general, right? Whether it be on the side of this side or the side of that side. It was the fucking loons that were, you know what I mean? It's the fucking crazy people on the left and the crazy people on the right that are owning Twitter, complaining to each other, and everybody's just sitting there in the middle like, what the fuck are they saying? I don't agree with anything on the fucking far right, and I don't agree with anything on the fucking far left. I'm still somewhere in the middle. Like I said, a nuanced conversation. I agree with most things up until a point. And then I go, okay, right here, that's where it stops. It gets weird. So I'm just glad that the fucking silent majority is starting to speak up. So when I see things like the shit that happened to Target, when I see things like the shit that happened to on both sides too. Like, I love what happened to fucking Aunt Jemima and all of it. Like, I love it. I love it all. Why? Because the silent majority is starting to speak up and say, hey, that's fucked up. Stop. Right? And they're hitting companies where it hurts, bro. Where it hurts. Their fucking pockets. And that's the other thing. Don't fucking trust these companies. When I say virtue signaling, they're the ones who are virtue signaling the most, bro. Like, Bud Light got no reason to be sending a can. No reason besides the fact that they think it's gonna make them money. That is it. Cause they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? All the shit the government's doing now with like putting the fucking pride flag on the White House, all that shit. They do not trust that shit, bro. They just want you to fucking vote for them, and they think that you'll keep them in office. And it's like, why don't you, instead of trusting that shit, see who the fuck you're voting for? Okay? See who actually go back into their past and see what they've signed in the past. Cause that's what fucking matters. Watch the fuck out, cause you guys are voting for these people, putting these people in office, and they don't give a fuck about you or anything that you're talking about. And then they throw all these weird topics at you that brings a whole country and divides it. Meanwhile, they do shit like mandates. And everybody gets into this weird, like, side. Oh, I'm this side, you're that side. They fight. And the whole moment, the people who caused all of that are making billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. And like, that's literally why nobody fucking trusts the government right now. Like, all these agencies, like the FBI, the CIA, like, nobody fucking trusts them. Because it's very strange when, you know, ding. This is a very hot button topic. I can't really talk too much about it on YouTube, but when the people from the 6th, you know what I'm saying? People from 6th Street, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. When a lot of those people turned out to be federal agents and nobody fucking talks about it, and all the fucking doors open for everybody, and people were literally being walked down the fucking aisles and walked down the fucking hallways by police, and nobody fucking said anything about it, and all of a sudden those clips are coming out because people took video recording with their phones, but the ones that the legacy media are putting out are all crazy fucking people and crazy fucking clips. Like, bro, I'm just saying, shit happens. And it's not a coincidence. Like, this shit about conspiracy theories, a lot of it is not conspiracy theory anymore. So we having these weird conversations about, like, this side versus that side. Meanwhile, they are just controlling us. While they make millions and billions of dollars by sending fucking weapons to a country. Sending money to a country. Meanwhile, Detroit, Flint, Michigan, like fucking the inner cities of Chicago. Like, bro, I'm just saying that money could be used in different ways. And it's all being sent to a place that, like, might cause World War III, and they'll be fucking happy. They'll make shit ton of money if that happens, and they're not the ones who are going anywhere to go fight. I'm just saying, be the fucking careful who you put in fucking office. Think twice about the people who are there. Go back, see what the fuck they did in the past. I'm just saying. The Twitter files. People hate fucking Elon Musk. Read up what the fuck happened. What the heck was going on there? Everybody's complaining about Elon Musk making Twitter $8 a month. But nobody's talking about the fact that, hey, the government was telling Twitter what the fuck to delete, who the fuck to kick off, and what the fuck to do. On both sides. Don't think about it like they kicked off Trump. Think about it like, hey, Republicans had the ability to do whatever the fuck they wanted to. Okay? Think about the fact that, like, a certain laptop that showed up with kitty situations. I mean, child situations. Just like was apparently propaganda. Right? And nobody could even you try to tweet about that, it didn't even Twitter literally was like, hey, that's not you can't do that, bro. Get the fuck off this app. Nope, can't do that shit. Get out of here. It wouldn't let you hit tweet. You couldn't even tweet it. It wasn't like it would go through and then they would take it down. It wouldn't even go through. Like, that's the scary shit, bro. That's the shit that people need to pay attention to. Fuck the laptop. Why can't we fucking talk about it? During a fucking election. If that shit came out and people were allowed to talk about it, it wouldn't have happened. Like, Biden would not be president right now. So, again, that's the scary part. It's like, hey, man, maybe you should think twice about what's going on. Because if they're allowed to legally sway elections, legally force people, you know what I mean? Might as well just fucking take people's votes and switch them. Nobody fucking trusts these fucking institutions because of shit like that. But that's enough serious talk. I need to unwind because this week a lot of shit happened, and really a lot of fucking shit happened. Thank God I have anime, right? Thank God I had anime. Thank God everybody has anime because ooh. But even anime was like kind of mad this week, to be honest. Like Vinland Saga episode, let me tell you something, man. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little frustrated because I really expected this guy to, like, everybody's, oh my god, Vinland Saga is so good. Vinland Saga is such a good freaking anime plot. The story's so beautiful, blah blah, this and that, bro. And all I'm seeing is like, no, I don't think so. I personally do not think. I think it's kind of boring, to be honest. I think this season is a little boring. I feel like I get what they're trying to do, right? I get the redemption story. I get the character development side of things and all. But like I said the last time, like, I just think it's not well written. I just think it's just like kind of like, look, Kaneki is well written, right? Kaneki going through like crazy torture, like, bro. First season of Vinland Saga was great. Like, the character development there was great, right? Like, his story and just depression and anger and rage and fueling him through all of it was great. I just feel like all that anger, rage just got lost so fucking fast that I really can't say it's well written. You know what I mean? And then now you go from like all that rage, anger, you know what I mean? Like, all that to just like, I'm a pacifist to the point where I'm gonna let this guy punch me 100 times. Bro, and the crazy part is, like I said, the speech was amazing. The speech was great. Like, the speech he said after that was beautiful. Very well written. Great. Amazing. But, bro, he was angry and pissed off. Literally, last season, we did not see any development. He came back as a pacifist. Like, what happened? I need to see that. I need to see him go from anger, rage, disgust, just pure hate to then being a pacifist. That's why I just can't say it's good. It's just happening way too fucking fast, bro. Like, everything is so well written, so beautifully said, but it just, there's not enough buildup for me to believe it, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, the outcome is beautiful. The outcome, the speeches, everything is great, but there's no buildup. Like, I don't believe him when he says what he's saying. And maybe that's what the point of this is. Maybe, like, later on, he actually returns back to being a raged, hateful person because he's like, fuck, that's not really who I am. I was trying to be something that I wasn't. Or I don't fucking know, man. If it's not that, then it's too fucking fast. I'm sorry. There's no build up. I don't like it. It's too like meh. Literally, it's meh to me. Because everything he says, I do not believe. Because there was no fucking build up. Nothing happened to make me believe him. Listen, the only fucking gratefulness that I had from this episode from Vinland Saga is listen. All right, I liked it. Okay, the speech was great. The like cinematography, even Knut's speech was great too. Like it was just good. It was good. It was good. But like I said, I just don't believe any of it. Right? Like I'm sorry, I just don't believe any of it. Even Canute went from like being. That's the other crazy part. Canute is the exact opposite of fucking Thorfinn. Thorfinn went from hateful, disgusting maniac, I want to kill everything, to like pacifist. Canute went from like scared little bitch to I want to take the world on and kill everything. And it's like none of them had this development. Nobody showed me anything. But Canute, I kind of get it, right? Canute, at least like I can see him being haunted by his father, right? Like I get it. He has this like I guess trauma, but we didn't see any development to bring him to where he's at. So again, the same thing is the same way I feel about Thorfinn, how I feel about him. It's like okay, it's fine. I get it, but it's like I don't like it. It's too fast. There's no fucking build up to it. There's no development. Like it's like you see the outcome of the development, but there's no actual development. Like you don't see the development. The best part about the episode was seeing Thorfinn get surrounded and the only reason that's the best part of the episode because I might see him fight next episode. Then I go on to One Piece and it's like One Piece wasn't really much better, bro. One Piece. I mean, maybe I'm being critical, but I really don't feel like One Piece was much better. The One Piece episode was good, but I feel like nothing happened while a lot of stuff happened. If that makes sense. I feel like a lot of shit went down, but nothing fucking happened. They showed us so much stuff, and it was like everything got moved like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like we saw a little bit of Yamato, and all that happened was that Yamato made it to the basement and then blew like an ice ray, and that's it. Stopped right there. It was literally like, oh, let's go to Yamato's story. Let's move it 30 seconds more, and that's it. We're gonna stop right there, right? Same thing with Zoro. Like Zoro apparently was about to die. He met death, and all of a sudden, Frankie's about to save him, and that's it. It stopped right there, right? Then you get to fucking Law and Kit. It's the same shit. Like they're fighting Big Mom. They're getting the ass kicked. All of a sudden, Law does one move, and Kid prepares to do one move. No, sorry, Kid actually did the one move, and then it stops there. So when I say I feel like nothing happened, it's literally that like nothing happened. We're getting close to the climax of the actual arc, so I guess maybe that's why they're just trying to buy some time. But bro, when One Piece does this shit, it just makes me feel like I'm good. Like I don't want to watch the next episode. And it's like not that I'm gonna drop One Piece. It's more like I don't want to watch the next episode. I don't want to watch the next 3-4 episodes. I just kind of want to wait and binge them. Like watching One Piece weekly is not the same as watching One Piece 4 episodes a month. You get to watch so much more shit, so much more happens, and it's like really like the legit best way to watch it. Because One Piece weekly, bro, it gets to a point sometimes where like nothing is happening. And this is how I feel about this episode. They showed us so many different sections of what's going on that like nothing happened in the episode. It was like 2 minutes of one section, 2 minutes of another section, 2 minutes of another section, 3 minutes of a monologue, 4 minutes of somebody walking downstairs. And then again, episode's finished and fucking nothing happened. They touched every single person that's still left to touch on, but like didn't expand the fucking plot or move them in any kind of real like direction. So yeah, I felt like the One Piece episode was kind of a meh episode. If I had to even rate it, bro, I'd probably give it like a 4 out of 10. Demon Slayer episode, on the other hand, was fucking amazing. Mitsuri's just fucking a beast, bro. Like, I am starting to really, really, really worry on the other side. Let me explain what that means, right? For the longest time in the beginning, I always felt like the demons were just way stronger than the freaking Hashira. And I'm talking about the Hashira. We never really seen any feats. The one Hashira that we saw fight in the movie, Fighting Upper Moon 3, got his ass beat. I mean, people say it was kind of evenly matched, but in reality, it really wasn't. The second part, too, about that is like, now we're seeing that they have an awakening, and that guy did it without his awakening. You know what I mean? So it's like, Knowing that kind of makes me feel like, oh, they were 100% not even close to the level of that demon. But now, seeing what happened with freaking Tokoroko, Tokotoko, Tokotoko, seeing what's happening with the current like demons that we're fighting, Gyokin and what the fuck was the other guy's name? Hantengu. Like seeing them get their ass beat so quickly by these fucking Hashira is like golly. But they're not even like trying. That's the crazy part. Like it kind of seems like they're in a real fight, but in reality, like the moment they get their crest come out, bro, it's over. It's over. So now I'm sitting here like, how like they're gonna outnumber the fucking demons soon. Like at some point, these demons are not gonna be able to fight. It seems right now like they're not able to fight. There's 3 demons left. Well, still 4, but there are gonna be 3 demons left. 3 upper moons. These guys better be like OP as fuck, right? 1, 2, and 3 gotta be like the OP of the OPs, because there are still most of the Hashiras left, right? We only lost 2, 1 to death and 1 retired, but there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hashira. Am I bugging? 6 Hashira. 6 Hashira left. I must be bugging. There's no way the 6. Yeah, no, I think it's 6 Hashira left against 3 demons. I mean, they can double team them, bro. There's no way that those guys are so strong that they can take on a double team with Hashira and not. You know what I mean? Especially the way that it looks now. Every time the fucking crest comes out, they just dominate. Imagine double teaming fucking demons with Hashira that have their crest, bro. And I didn't even count Tanjiro, who obviously has plot armor. You know what I mean? Like, it just, to me, I'm worried on the other side. I feel like these guys are just too fucking strong for these demons. So as long like unless these Hashiras start getting bopped, you know what I mean? Like they go to fight the number 3 and he gets bopped, and then they send another fucking crew to go fight, and it's like, okay, now they win. But as of right now, bro, I don't see how it's gonna happen. But Mitsuri is strong as fuck. Like, her body is just strong. She's muscular at fucking age 1.5. Like, I think it was like 14 months or some shit like that. She picked up a 30-pound fucking rock. You know what it is for a fuck? Bro, my son right now, if I were to hand him like a 2-pound anything, he's dropping it, bro. He's dropping it. And he's 11 months, or about to be 11 months. So it's like, what the fuck, bro? But she was always muscular. She eats, blah blah. Like her little backstory was sad, I guess. But actually, now that I mention it, that's the only part of the anime that I didn't like is her backstory. Because in my mind, I'm like, bro, if she really became a demon slayer because she got left out because her hair was different, like I need to see some other shit. But I'm sure her parents died. And then we're gonna see that right before she slices that neck. We'll see that piece of why her parents died and how she actually became a Hashira. You know, this whole time though, like Tanjiro's really been holding his own, and he is pulling out that crest on his own, like on purpose, because he wants to. Like he's really, really able to pull out that crest now. Which when Mitsuri did it, I was like, oh shit, she got one too. All that is just making me go, demons get an awakening. So do the Hashira. When the Hashira get their awakening, though, they're fucking up these demons. Like, fucking them up. The only thing that I can see is if they break that 3rd wall and, like, start bringing new members into the group, that's the only thing that I see. But that never happens in anime. Like, even the Akatsuki, like, one by one, they were taken out and they just didn't bring new people in. So I'm sitting here like, unless they break that 3rd wall and bring new people, they're gonna be double teaming these people. They're gonna be double teaming these fucking demons, and it's over. I feel like the next episode is probably the end. I think this is a 12 episode series right now, a 12 episode season, and we're on episode 10. So I think 11 will probably be the end for this demon, for the Upper Moon 4 Hantengu, and then episode 12 will be like set up. It'll be like ending of the season and then set up for the next one. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I wanted to talk about this little meme here. We're headed into the meme review section, and I seen this meme and I was like, oh, this is perfect to talk, like literally right after the anime section. And for those of you that are just listening, it's a meme that says, pick one to get a new season, and it's 6 anime. And it is Prison School, Noragami, No Game No Life, Maggie, Seraph of the End, and Drifters. Okay, so right off the bat, right, Prison School, Seraph of the End, and Drifters are off my list. Okay? Because I never fucking watch them. My bad. I wanted to talk about this because of the other three anime. I really love the other three anime. Those three, never fucking watched. Noragami, great anime. No Game No Life, fucking amazing anime. Maggie, again, amazing anime. Between those three, Noragami was great. I really liked it. It was interesting to watch. It was good. It was good. That one's the number one. It gets dropped. The only reason why I'm talking about this right now is because of No Game No Life and Magi. I was sitting here thinking, instantly seeing this picture, instantly went, Maggie. Obviously Maggie. No other anime. Magi's amazing. Season 2 was fucking crazy. I've been waiting for season 3 forever. I even read the manga so I know what's happening afterwards. And I stopped reading the manga because I was expecting it to get animated and it just never fucking did. And I'm still holding out because I have hope that Magi will in fact be animated. I did the same thing with Bleach. I told myself I'm not reading any more Bleach manga because I know it's gonna be fucking animated, and if it never does, when I'm 45, I could just go ahead and read it again, right? Nothing's gonna stop me from reading it. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Magi. Magi actually ended. I think the manga ended already. But I'm sitting here like, bro, I know it's gonna be animated. I'm not gonna read it because of the shit that was happening when I was reading it. I was like, yo, I need to see this shit fucking animated. These fight scenes that are about to happen, I need to see them animated. So I just stopped. No Game No Life. This anime had so much potential. I went back after reading this post, and I was like, you know what? Let me go back and rewatch it just to make sure. And again, it's so fucking good, bro. It's so good. It has so much potential because of the way that they're setting it up with all the games and just how smart these two are. It really has potential to be like a Death Note type anime where like everybody's just so fucking smart and the way they explain things is just so fucking good that you just fall in love with it and you just keep going. And I'm watching and I'm looking at No Game No Life like, bro, how does this anime not have a season 2? But like Dr. Stone has 3 seasons now. Not saying anything about Dr. Stone, but the first season of No Game No Life is 10 times better than the first season of Dr. Stone. So after rewatching No Game No Life, I'm like, damn, I think I'm gonna go with No Game No Life. But then I rewatched season 2 of Magi because that's really the season that made me fall in love with it. And I was like, fuck out of here. Magi still takes the cake. Then I went back and I read like a couple of the chapters that I remembered, and I was like, yep, 100%. Magi needs to be the one. I don't give a fuck. I never watched Prison School. I never watched fucking Seraph of the End. I never watched Drifters. I don't fucking need to. Magi needs to be the fucking anime that gets another season. And if you agree with me, hit that like button. I'm doing something right now that I've never done. And I feel like it'll be fun. I know that, what the fuck is it called? Rankder or something. Rankto. Rankto? So here's the thing. I know that you guys know that I'm also a gamer, right? So here's the thing. I wanted to go ahead. I keep saying so here's the thing. So here's the thing. I wanted to do Ranked for Rocket League because I play a lot of Rocket League and I felt like it'd be fun. So for one of the memes, we're going to do some Ranked. We're going to play. So basically, here's what Ranked is. They're going to put 3 clips up. And what you do is you hit play, you watch the clip, and then you decide what rank it looked like, right? So again, it goes from bronze to SSL in that order. Is from from worst to best, okay? Let's see. All right. Right off the bat, a little bit. Oh. This kind of looks like Diamond gameplay to me. This music is fucking bronze though. That was a nice flick. I'm gonna go with plat to be honest. Demo. Poor control. I think it might be diamond though, because I don't think a plat could do that. I don't know, that other guy kind of went for boost. He went for boost over the ball, bro. I think I'm gonna go with plat. Because of this moment right here, look. Look at him. Right here, he had the ball and he went for the boost. Look at the guy had an open net. Look. Look. Open net. And he goes for boost. I'm gonna go with plat. Fuck, it's gold. Holy shit. I overdid it. Our gold hitting that little flick though is crazy. I didn't even. See, the thing is, like, I be thinking gold are the most terrible. Silver, I underestimate them all the time. Oh, this is a 40-second clip. This is good. Oh my god, what was the point of that? This is definitely like diamond. $100% this is diamond. That fucking half flip was terrible. I just don't think plats can aerial. And this guy has good boost management. Or like average boost management. Yeah, I'm gonna go with diamond. I was saying plat. Why was I saying plat? I didn't say plat, I said diamond. Why did I say that? He's stealing the boost. Half flip was terrible. 100% diamond. 100% diamond. Plats can area now, but I think he gets off the wall a little too smooth. A champ? No fucking way. Who the fuck said grand champ? Okay. Okay, good save. Good touch off the wall. Good challenge. He got... This is cheating. He's champ. It's cheating, bro, because he's using his champ rewards, I think. Let me see. Oh, no, that's just friction. I saw perp automatically, I thought, champ rewards. I still think he's champ, though. Because this shot right here... Nah, I think he did it so smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna go with grand champ, because he did that movement right there a little smooth. If it's not high champ or grand champ, bro, I'm gonna go grand champ. Okay, we got one fucking right, bro. The other one, the fact that was gold is crazy, and the fact that the second one being champ threw me the fuck off. That was random. All right, we're gonna end right here with this reaction to Beast Philanthropy. Again, Mr. Beast is the only guy that I watch him do philanthropy work, and I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's a good guy. He's not trying to make any views or nothing. He's not trying to make no money off these people. But let's go ahead. I was interested in this one because he's literally, there's a fucking island. He's gonna give it power, apparently. Come on, guys.
In Colombia houses over 250 people.
250 people.
Basis with getting water from their well, preserving food, and even basic communication with the outside world is impossible. This leads to massive threats during emergencies, limited opportunity for economic growth, and the inability to learn from the internet. Their isolation.
This guy got a cash register like that for a real cash register.
So this is exactly why I'm sending Dan.
I can't be talking shit though, because you never, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they can help it.
Electricity to install internet. And then surprise them with an everlasting food source.
But you gotta love these people, because they seen this island and was like, yo, let's give them everything they need to survive. Power, food, and I forgot the third thing.
These people are, with how little they have. After talking to a few locals, we learned that there hasn't been much of an opportunity for the women on the island to earn money for themselves. Most of them are overly reliant on their husbands.
However, on the first night, Darren met Sandra, the only female fisherman on the island, who offered to teach him how to fish. But Dan had a different plan.
Boats make Darren very jittery, especially small ones, so Sandra and I have come up with a plan to capsize the boat.
Oh no.
Already thinking.
So you've got to fish, dude. Just try.
you can. No, you're fishing. We are lying in what's left of our
Dignity.
That's
The
funny.
next morning, it
I
was
wonder
time
if
to
she
get
was
to
okay
work.
with them doing that though.
Alongside Give Power and Better Earth, two awesome organizations who didn't just provide us with the necessary equipment to bring this vision to life, but also flew out some of their best team members to help Darren, as he was clearly struggling.
It's been absolutely brutal working in this heat. Part of this
I
approach
bet.
to the
Colombia's
community was
hot.
not just reliable electricity and internet, but also to turn this empty shell of a building next door into a fully
Elon
functional
Musk gave him the
bakery,
internet.
and to empower the women on the island to create an everlasting source of income and sustainable fresh food for their island and communities.
Okay, so what are we doing?
When Darren's seen doing manual labor in these videos, it's only for a smidgen of time. For the rest of the time, he's doing that. Darren!
I was dreaming about air conditioning and internet.
Darren was starting to go crazy without internet, and when failing to find any, he noticed that almost everyone has phones, but no internet for them. So he set out to find
So
out
what are they
why.
doing with him?
Carol was telling me that she has to record a TikTok and then have her cousin take it to the mainland, upload it, and then she'd have to wait 2 weeks to see if anybody had even watched it. But this will provide so much more than just access to social media. Internet will be a lifeline to
Bruh.
this community. This is a way
Bruh. What the fuck is wrong with this world? This girl is on an island with no fucking internet, no fucking power, and she's still making TikToks.
for their kids to get educated. This is a way for them to find solutions to problems they run into. This is a way for them to communicate with the outside world when there's an emergency over here.
After 4 brutal days of labor, everyone came together to make the impossible possible by converting what was once just a broken home into an incredible source of food and income. Get the solar
But what
panels in
happened to
place
the
as
broken
well as
home? I
set up
don't
the
know.
Wi-Fi satellite dish.
Even though we're on
TikTok.
an island that has no
She got a
internet
TikTok.
access whatsoever, the kids here still know about Mr.
I wonder
Beast.
if
And when he found out
TikTok
about this, he
paid
sent them
them.
a special message which we're about to surprise them with.
Hola, it's Mr. Beast. Isla Renzar Los Amor. No habla español, but I'm very grateful for you.
I want to thank
This
a
man is
long-term
hilarious,
partner
bro.
and amazing sponsor of
This
ours,
guy's too
Fletcher
funny.
E-Bikes. Just this year alone, they've helped Beast Philanthropy change tens of thousands of lives all around the world, which is in line with their company mission to improve the world and better people's lives while being energy efficient. I haven't told anyone this before, but I actually can't ride a bike. Thank you for doing this, Darren.
Oh yeah, of course.
Why are your arms shaking so much?
Trying not to let you fall.
We've been faking it this whole time. Check out their website, click the link in the description
I didn't
down below,
notice.
and let's go back to the video.
The CGI in the background is so good.
The next morning, the women were up at dawn and had already started baking and delivering fresh bread. Carol was recording TikToks, and the school kids had a new way to learn and grow. To see the island transform like this in literally 4 days was incredible, and we are so grateful to the locals for inviting us to their beautiful island, which we will be back to visit soon. Just not for Darren to fish. A special thank you to Better Earth and Give Power for all they contributed to this project.
Is that really how
We
they
do
fucking
appreciate
left?
it. When you watch these videos, it shows you care about Beast Philanthropy. 100% of sponsorships, ad revenue, merch sales, any revenue this channel generates goes towards helping people in need. And by you watching these videos, you're showing you care and want to help more people. Also subscribe.
See? I fucking care, bro. I'm even already subbed. Alright, we're gonna end the freaking podcast here. If you did like it, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that follow button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, do whatever the fuck you can to show some love. I appreciate every single one of you guys.